All right, new exciting video. I picked up a truck behind me, as you can see, mainly for the cab, but I'll give you guys a walk around, see what's here. I've dug into it a little bit. I mean, I checked it out at the guy's house, you know, so we'll see. The cab's actually better than I thought, but some of the other parts, I'm just gonna sell everything off. I mainly want to keep the cab, and then hopefully maybe sell enough stuff to get my money back, or close, or you know, always wishful thinking. So I think it's a 69 or 70, you know, you'll see in a second. It's got that grill, but it's 8 lug. Rims are rough, but it's got manual steering. I never had manual steering. I've had power on all mine. It's just funny how small that little manual box is. Coil springs, and I'm gonna try to stay out of the view. Someone destroyed this front cross member. I have another one, so it's not a big deal, but the horns on the front of this are actually in good shape. A lot of guys will tow off of this hole right here and chew all that up, so I might hold on to the frame unless someone wants to buy it, but the frame rails are fine. Everything looks okay on it except for right here now that I'm looking. But 8 lug. Cab has some rust. Like I said, I was planning on replacing the firewall anyway, but that is some nasty rust over on the heater box side. But I planned on making a bead roll panel for the firewall and then welding all that in, so I gotta see. It's got a transmission hanging in there, some kind of 3-speed. I don't really know. The bell housing's broken, so pull all that off. The cow already has some holes in it from some redneck stuff, and then the glass is really good. That had me really excited because my windshield has welding splatter all over it. Doors are okay. The glass is good in them. They have some rust in the corners like all these doors do, but I have a guy that's looking for doors. My friends have been asking me about some doors, so hopefully I could sell them to him. Inside, we'll get in here a little more, but we got the chrome glove box door. I think we'll hold on to that. I've never had one of these chrome ones. I just thought it was hilarious. Truck's from Barstow, apparently, because it's got all sorts of Barstow stickers on it. But I have no. I'm gonna try to peel this sticker up later with the heat gun. But that makes sense. There's no spid sheet there because it's a chrome glove box door. So heater stuff's there. Obviously, I'm looking for rust. Not bad at all. A lot of that's dirt, a little down in there, but I'm excited because this whole passenger side doesn't look like it needs touched at all. It looks like original rockers. You know, it looks nice. I'm excited. This passenger side, once we get into my short bed cab, I'll show you. Like, it's bad, and whoever patched it was unreal lazy. So all this looks good in here, so I'm excited. I'll see about this cab corner. It doesn't look like someone's messed with it, but there is a lot of Bondo on this truck, so someone might have messed with it. Heater box and stuff, obviously I'm not using that on my truck. It's got the whole radio set up with the knobs and hopefully the cups, but it's not sitting in there right, so the cups, someone might have stole the cups out of it. I'll show you the grill, pull all that out here in a little bit, but kind of excited. The doors have the door panels and glass looks good. It's a big back glass, which is something I was wanting also, and the back glass looks good, which is also good because I welding splatter on that too. The top of the cab looks amazing, and that is my big issue with my truck. Maybe that's filled with Bondo, but it doesn't look like it, so I'm optimistic for right now. Dash pad, usable. I know you're getting blinded, but pretty excited. His stick shift, well, oh yeah, it must have been a 3 on the tree. I was wondering why I didn't have the high hump in it, but I have a high hump for it. But you know, obviously 3 pedals over there, so pretty excited. This rust in this front door sucks, but like I said, I don't plan on keeping the doors. Probably sell them to him pretty cheap. So that's what it looks like. The bed has seen better days. Someone put some little rings on it. It's a long bed. Someone smashed up in here and put a ton of Bondo, which is normal on these trucks. People love jamming Bondo in everywhere. It has a square body tailgate on it that I'm gonna try to sell. Hopefully the square body guy likes it. It's got this sweet Cowboy Up Barstow sticker on it, which I thought was awesome. But I'm not really a square body guy, so I don't need any of the square body stuff, so I'm gonna sell that cheap. It's got this crazy bumper on it. I love farmer bumpers because they have big nasty hitches, and they're always so funny. So won't be using any of that. This bedside looks a little better. It's caved in a little there, but I'm not using the bed. And this is the driver's side, obviously. Tank looks fine. I'm wondering what this little spot is here. It's got some dents in the top of the cab, but nothing crazy. It's got the rust in here, which is on every one of these trucks. All these leaves run down in here, build up, and then rot out. It's got rust in here. I'm gonna dig into that a little bit today, hopefully with a screwdriver, and peel that apart. Again, I'm gonna do the firewall, so it's not a big deal. It's got a drum brakes all around, manual brakes, so this thing probably stopped like a champion. But it's not too rusted out up in here. These cab supports are nice. Like, if you've ever worked on one of these, this is something to look for. These suck to fix. They suck to fix if you're trying to make it look original. But I got some rust up in the front, but back behind the rockers all looks nice. And then this rear support all looks nice too. So I'm super excited about that, because that stuff is not fun to fix. These are just not made to, the patch panels are not, I don't know, they're not great. So whatever, that looks nice. The bottom of the rockers looks nice. For what I'm doing, that's awesome. And then this door is actually, the driver's door, which is a surprise, is actually in better shape. It's not all rusted out on the bottom, which is cool. So another thing I was looking for, if I didn't mention it already, is a non-AC cab. I wanted a only heater cab. But this rocker, I thought it was a replacement just because of this ugly, I don't know if you can see that very well, but whoever put it in, it's got a 3/8 to a 1/2 inch little stick out right here, which is ridiculous. And even though it looks like an original rocker, I'm gonna replace the front flange right here, it's obviously rusted out, and I need it to hold my weather stripping. So, but it looks, I'm guessing it's factory. It's whatever, it's good enough that my guess is that it's factory. But these never fit up good on the replacements. That's why I'm a little skeptical. I might just cut some of this and rework that just to make it look a little better in mine. But nothing too crazy in here. 69 grill. The grill looks decent. I don't plan on using it, so I'll be selling that immediately with the extra fenders and stuff I got. But no gauges. Obviously I have my own gauges and some extra gauges. I will be putting my 67 brakes assembly in here, so I have one of these foot pedal ones. There is a little, it looks like bow in that side of the grill, but it's got a nice gas tank, which is hilarious because I just sold my 67 and I really wanted a new tank for it, but it's gone, so I can't save it anymore. So I'd like to open that, but it probably smells like death. I don't really want to play with it too much. I'm gonna pull out this box of emblems. I'll show you guys some of the emblems and stuff. It's got these later year seat belts. I'll be selling those too, just because I like the 67 belts. And everyone wants all my cool stuff. They don't want they don't want the other stuff. So the guy wanted my 67 flip regular airplane style seat belts, so I had an extra pair, so I traded them for this front end you're gonna see in a second. But luckily I have a pair, and if I was making 2 trucks I was kind of bummed, but now that I see this, I'm gonna save the cab and sell the rest. So I also got this, these are 68 fenders, but somebody had welded in these side marker lights. They're usable. If it was me, I would weld a new bottom patch on both of them, because they welded one on, but like all these lazy people do, they don't cut the jagged, sharp parts off of the bottom. They just weld a patch over the top, and I hate when people do that. I wish you guys would learn how to get the seam nice and do butt welds, instead of just overlap welds where it's gonna rust out again. It just sucks too, because if you've ever dealt with these fenders, what happens is you drop something in here, tools and stuff, and you got to dig down in there. When they leave all those sharp edges, you shred your fingertips. It's just lazy. It's gonna rust out. If you want your stuff to last, do it the right way, or whatever. It's your truck. Do whatever you guys want. I got these cool Goodyear tires on here. I don't know if you can see that tread, but I like how it's got these cool little diamonds all around it, but not using it. So that's what the truck looks like. This core support, I didn't really show you that, but I will be using this core support. It's in way better shape than mine. It's got some rust down in here, but besides that, mine has a ton of rust on that side. That's where the battery sits, so a battery acid always leaks down and rusts them out. So another thing, it's got a big gigantic rear end on it. It's an 8 lug, looks like full floater. Can't really tell what's going on here, but if anyone knows more information on these rear ends, I've never dealt with one of these. It's like a Ford rear end where you can take off the front. They look cool from the rear. I love the cover on these, but again, it's probably geared ridiculous. I need to know more information on it before I'll sell it if someone wants it, but they're just gigantic. The trailing arms are from the factory reinforced, and I didn't know they did that. That is pretty cool too. I really like that. So if I do end up keeping the frame and stuff, I kind of like how those are already reinforced. Like, you can tell because there's factory rivets in them. So the bed floor looks nice too. I'm real surprised on this truck. So if anyone's interested in some of this stuff. I have a feeling I'm gonna sell it pretty quick, because I'm gonna sell it for Missouri prices instead of these ridiculous California prices. I don't know why everybody thinks everything's gold out here, but it's not. Trust me. So I got a new cab for my truck. I've been wanting one for a while. I passed up on the '69 flatbed truck that had the cab lights. And I do wish I would have bought that. I could have sold the parts, made some money, but you know, I'm happy I got this one. There is some rust up in here that I have to replace, but it is nothing as bad as my cab, as far as I know. Obviously I haven't stripped this all down, but these always rust out in these trip rails. This is just sealer and stuff in here, but hopefully the cab is not too bad once I finally dig into it. But happy the glass is good. I might pull that glass out pretty soon just to make sure I don't shoot sparks on it. Oh, also I'm gonna pull some fenders and stuff out of the bed of this. 67 fender. Yeah, you'll see in a second. 68 fender. Some wheel wells I'm gonna try to use, and a bumper. So it's got an old column in here too, but the bed floor looks decent from what I've seen so far, but I need to get these fenders and everything out to look at it. Just a metal bed floor.